Hello, I'm Dr. Errol Norwitz, President and CEO of Newton-Wellesley Hospital, and I'm delighted to welcome you to our first virtual Hope Walks. While we won't be walking side by side this year, we're still working together in support of our patients at the Mass General Cancer Center at Newton-Wellesley Hospital. As you know, given our commitment to protecting the health of everyone in our community during COVID-19, we're holding Hope Walks virtually this year. Going virtual means we want you to walk wherever you like, around your neighborhood, the park, the beach, or even on the treadmill at home. Please choose whatever distance feels right to you. Just be sure to do it safely. Don't forget your mask and follow social distancing guidelines. You may hear me say that healthcare is a team sport, and I'm so grateful to have you on our Hope Walks team this year. Together, we will make a significant impact on cancer patients and their families. So thank you. I would also like to express my deepest gratitude to our sponsors. Their support helps to make our event possible. Thank you to all of you, and especially to Commonwealth Pathology Partners, Digital Credit Union, Eastern Bank, the Village Bank, Pfizer, Team Molly Rappaport, Good Shepherd Community Care, Paxman Scalp Cooling, Bernard and Nancy Berkman, Hanover Insurance, Century Bank, and many more. We greatly appreciate all of your support. Thank you to all of your efforts. We thank you, and our patients thank you. We look forward to seeing you virtually on October 4th for our 11th annual Hope Walks. I will be joining you on the walk this year for the first time. This is a very personal journey for me, since both my mother and father passed away from complications of cancer. So thank you.
Hello, and thank you for joining Hope Walks. I am Dr. Larry Blaskowski, Medical Director for the Mass General Cancer Center at Newton-Wellesley. This year marks the 11th annual Hope Walks. For more than a decade, we have come together as a community to celebrate our patients, their families, and caregivers to raise vitally important funds for the care we provide at the Cancer Center. It goes without saying that 2020 has been an unprecedented year. Newton-Wellesley Hospital has been at the center of the COVID-19 pandemic while providing care to all those in the community who need it. This includes providing cancer care to our patients both in person and virtually. Your participation and fundraising efforts for Hope Walks support important services and programs that we provide at the Cancer Center, even though some of them might look a little different this year. For instance, our social workers, psychologists, nurse navigators, and nutritionists are all meeting with patients virtually. As a matter of fact, virtual visits have exploded at the Cancer Center, going from 0 in 2019 to more than 3,000 since mid-March. We are enormously grateful for this technology, which has enabled our patients to safely stay connected with their care team. A program that has benefited from your fundraising efforts is our Survivorship Event series. In June, our Survivorship event went virtual, providing a series of lectures on topics such as coping strategies during the pandemic. And more than 300 people participated. It was so successful that we're planning to launch a virtual lecture series this fall. This year's Hope Walks marks my 4-year anniversary at Newton-Wellesley, and it is often the time when I reflect on all we have accomplished. Together, we have accomplished a great deal. For example, our clinical trial program continues to grow. We've been providing access to many new treatments, and in some cases, years before they are available to the general public. In fact, we are the only community hospital selected to participate in a Stand Up to Cancer funded trial for advanced pancreatic cancer. We also now have robotic surgery that uses even smaller incisions, which is a great benefit to our patients. And Newton-Wellesley was one of the first hospitals in New England to offer the Paxman Scalp Cooling System, which reduces or prevents hair loss resulting from chemotherapy. I'm enormously grateful for your participation and support of Hope Walks, which allows us to offer programs and services in the community while caring for our patients as we would our own family members. Thank you again for supporting Hope Walks and the Mass General Cancer Center at Newton-Wellesley.
Hi, my name is Suzanne Becker, and I was a patient at the Mass General Cancer Center at Newton-Wellesley. In March of 2019, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. The next few weeks were a whirlwind of diagnostic and genetic testing and second opinions. When I was diagnosed with breast cancer, my family and I were absolutely terrified. Most devastating to me was how terrified my 16-year-old daughter was. I took advantage of the PACT program, Parenting at a Challenging Time, which is one of the many support services offered by the Cancer Center. There, they gave me tips on how to tell my daughter the information that she craved in an honest and reassuring way. At the end of April, I had my mastectomy and my reconstruction on the same day. At the end of May, I started 4 rounds of chemotherapy, and at the end of August, I started 6 weeks of radiation. Before I started chemo, my family and I attended a chemo class. There, we learned all about the treatment, we learned about the side effects, we toured the infusion room, and that made chemo a lot less scary. Soon, I was back to regular gym workouts and boxing at my gym. This year, my family and friends and our dogs are walking in Hope Walks for the very first time. The Cancer Center saved my life, and I really want to do something to help them continue their amazing work. October 4th is a very important date for me. Not only would it have been my grandmother's 119th birthday, but it's also the 1-year anniversary of my very last radiation treatment. Woohoo! So thank you all for walking and for fundraising for Hope Walks and for the Mass General Cancer Center at Newton-Wellesley.